Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, so it is time for my weekly weigh-in and time for the Weight Watchers WW weekly meeting topic. We'll start as we always do with the weigh-in. I am down 0.8. I'll take it. A loss is a loss. And, I had a couple treats. I don't remember. Did I have any eating out? And I did horrible on my water. Horrible. So this week I am making a pledge to really tackle that water. I already have some of it in this morning. So definitely going to get that water in this week. We've got a very busy week. We have a couple out to dinners with friends and family. So I am just going to make fantastic choices, and that's all I can do. I have my eye on the prize, and nothing's going to stop me from getting there. So I am hoping for a full 1 pound loss next week. That is my goal. We'll see what happens. Truth be told, I'll be happy with any kind of loss. So yeah. So that is it. 0.8 loss for this week. Now the topic for this week. How to find an eating pattern that'll stick. Let's see what they have to say. The magic equation for eating perfectly. It doesn't exist. But figuring out a healthier pattern of eating you can stick with, that does. And it's all about so many factors that matter to you. Try this. They give you a little 7-question quiz. I eat the things I like, yes or no? Yep. Everything is on the menu. Yep. Now, just because everything is on the menu doesn't mean it's on the menu every single day. Ice cream is on my menu, but not every day. And I'm not talking like that yucky ice cream. I'm talking good ice cream. I'm talking homemade ice cream. I'm talking from our local ice cream place that makes it all in-house. I'm talking good ice cream that's like 10 or 12 points for a half a cup. Do I have it every day? Nope. Do I have it every week? Nope. It's a special treat. It's not off the menu. It's just not on it every day. And that's what we have to remember. We have to remember that, yes, anything you want, you can fit in. You just may not be able to do it on a daily or even a weekly basis. So everything's on the menu. Number 3, I'm able to eat my favorite foods. I am. But once again, in moderation. Let's say ice cream is my favorite food. I weighed 198 pounds because I ate it every single night. And I did not eat a serving size. Nope. I ate enough for 3 serving sizes, maybe even more. And now I learned I can have ice cream, and I can have the good ice cream. I just can't do it every day. I could probably fit it in every week, honestly, but if I did that, it wouldn't be special anymore. And I'm all about the special foods. You've heard me say before, I have a little rule when we go out to dinner. You've heard my speech 1,000 times about replacement meals versus celebration meals. I'll link that video in the cards and in the description box. But if we're going out for a celebration meal, my dessert rule is, if they have my favorite dessert on the menu, I will have dessert. My favorite dessert is creme brulee. If it's on the menu and it's a celebration meal, I'm having it. If it's not, no, because there's really nothing that'll compare to it for me. So we are able to eat our favorite foods. We just have to do it in moderation. We can't do it every day. We can't do it every week. Maybe you love cupcakes. You can't do it every single day. Even if you made like I make my 2-point mug cake. I'm still not going to eat that every day because that is not, it's a treat. It's not every day. It's a treat. A cupcake is a treat. No matter if it's a 2-point cupcake or a 12-point cupcake, it's still a treat. It's still junk food. And do we want to use those 2 points to eat junk, or do we want to use those 2 points for something that might nourish our body? I see so many people so afraid to use avocado oil or olive oil or coconut oil because they don't want to spend the points. But they have no problem spending the points on a cupcake. Is it more delicious? Absolutely. But we also have to remember that, yes, we are in this to lose weight, but we're also in this to get healthier and fuel our bodies. So we have to take a good balance on those good, delicious junk food treats versus spending points on good food that's going to fuel our bodies. I am not saying never to have the treats, because we all need treats in our life. We do. You just have to check some balances. Don't be afraid to use those points on some good olive oil or avocado oil or cheese or something, because we're certainly not afraid to use them on junk food. That was a little tangent. Number 4, yes or no? I am able to stick to my weight loss and wellness goals. I'm going to say yes and no. Sometimes it is so easy to just follow the plan and stick to it like a rock star. Other times it's harder. And once again, there's our checks and balances. No one is perfect. And if anyone tells you they are perfectly on plan every single day, they're lying to you. Because not everyone is perfectly on plan every single day. And I'm not just talking staying within your points. I am talking staying within your points. I am talking getting your water in. I am talking about eating balanced, eating the right amount of complex carbs, the right amount of healthy fats, the right amount of vegetables, the right amount of lean protein, the right amount of exercise. That is when you are perfectly on plan. When you take all the little components and push them together, not just staying within your points. Nope, because there's a whole lot more to it than that. So honestly, is anyone really ever, you might have a day where you're perfectly on plan. I know I do. I have days, but I don't have weeks and months all strung together because I don't. I'm human. So don't worry about that perfection. Go for the balance. Number 5, I can go be social and go to events. Yes, I can. I will say that. I have learned little tricks to help me navigate parties and events and things like that. You know, and I've talked about it on several occasions. If I know we're going out to dinner, or if we're going to a party, or we're going somewhere, I plan my day accordingly. I'm not going to have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-point breakfast. I get 20 points a day. If I have a 5-point breakfast, that's a quarter of my points. I can have an amazing breakfast for 1 point or even 0 points. I can have scrambled eggs and my chicken sausage like for 2 points. I can have scrambled eggs and 1 chicken sausage for 1 point. And that's a good protein-packed, healthy fat breakfast that's going to keep me full, all for 1 or 2 points. Then I have the rest of my, and I'll have a 0-point lunch. I'll have a vegetable platter, or, a hard-boiled egg and some veggies, or some shrimp and some veggies. And then I'll go to the party with all my points. And number 1, if you're going to take a dish, you take something that's point-friendly, that you love. Number 2, you don't go hungry. And number 3, you look at all the food before you start to eat. And you decide what you want to spend your points on. So yes, you can absolutely, or I can absolutely do that. Number 6, I am able to eat the same as my partner, kids, and friends. Yes and no. I can eat the same foods as them. I just cannot eat them in the same quantity as them. Do I want to eat the same foods as them? No, because I see some of the crap that my friends eat, and I don't want to eat that. They love it, and that's good for them, and I'm happy for them because I am not the food police. You eat what you want to eat. You eat what fits into your lifestyle and your plan of attack. We've changed up our way of eating so much that I really don't eat a lot of the same things that a lot of people do, and that's okay. We all have our own style, and you have to find what works for you. You have to. Nobody can do this except you. You can't copy what Sally down the road's doing or what, Johnny up the street's doing. You have to do what's right for you. No peer pressure, nothing. Do the research. Find out what you're eating, why you're eating, and what's in what you're eating. And then you make the best choices for you. So yes, you can eat the same things. You just can't eat them in the same mass quantities. You can't have the 2-cup bowl of ice cream. But you know what? You can fit that 1/2 cup of ice cream in, and you can eat it slowly, and you can savor every bite of it. So yes, you can eat the same things. You just, once again, checks and balances. And lastly, it's easy to find what I eat at my local store. Yeah. I mean, not my local store. My little shop right in town here is kind of, that's why I seek out where to find the foods that I want. We order Butcher Box because it is grass-fed, grass-finished, organic, heritage, humanely raised, wild caught. That's why we order that. I can't find that at my local store. Nope, I can't. So I find it and I order it. My Costco has so many more natural and organic foods than my little local grocery store. That's why we go there. I order from the co-op out in Oregon because I can get stuff in bulk and I can get organic and things that we want to put in our bodies. So you may not be able to go down the street and find what you want, but I'm going to guarantee you can find it out there, and more than likely it can be delivered to your house. So there's a win-win. And in a pinch, can I find what I need? Might not be exactly what I want, but it's going to work in a pinch. So you just need to adapt a little bit if you are having trouble finding what you want. I know there's, one of the big WW friendly breads, the 647 bread. People talk about it all the time, and it's very local. I can get it pretty much in any store I walk into, and funny thing is, I don't use that, but somebody who really wants it can't get it, and that stinks for them. But more than likely, there's an alternative. You just have to spend a little bit of time searching and scanning, and scanning, and scanning, and finding what you want to fit into your plan. And that's what it comes down to. Finding what fits into your plan. To find that eating pattern that's going to stick, I say it all the time. Whatever you eat and do to lose your weight, you are going to have to do forever to maintain that loss. You are not going to be able to eat zucchini noodles instead of pasta, to lose the weight and then say, well, once I lose the weight and hit goal, I'm going to switch back to pasta. It's not going to work because that's not what your body's used to. You need to do it from the start. Now, truth be told, I didn't do it from the start. I learned it. I thought I would be able to go fat-free and sugar-free and all that. And, upon doing some research and upon figuring some things out, I decided that no, that's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I needed to switch up my eating. And I'm still struggling a little bit with that, just trying to find that perfect balance of keeping things at a decent point range, but still eating, whole foods. I'm pretty good at finding the balance now. I found that 3 ounces of whole milk raw cheddar is tastier in dishes than 8 ounces of 75% reduced fat. the flavor and all is better, so I can use less. It's taken me a long time to figure all this out. It was not overnight. And you know what? Sometimes it still doesn't work. And that's okay. Fit in for you what works. What you can do for the rest of your life is what you need to do now. So fit it in, figure it out. And if you're okay with like zucchini noodles for the rest of your life, then absolutely go for it. Go for it. You have to do what is best for you, not for anyone else. So then it goes on to say, if you answered mainly yes and think this is likely a way of eating you can stick to, that's great. Your next step is to identify what you need to do to stay on track next week. If you answered mostly no, and you aren't sure if the way you are eating now is something you can do for the long run, that's okay too. For each question you said no to, brainstorm what you can do to turn that no into a yes. I think this is a really, really great tool this week. We need to ask ourselves the hard questions, and we need to be honest with ourselves. Right there, be honest with yourself. No one is grading your paper except for you. No one is judging you except for you. Do what works for you. I cannot stress that enough. Do what works for you. Let's dive a little deeper. We're all about being real. And that means creating and keeping up a healthier pattern of eating that works for you. The more you practice that way of eating, the more likely it will become a regular part of your life. And remember, it's a journey. Don't feel pressured to have everything down on your first go round. Begin with one small step at a time, like leaning on 0-point foods or planning ahead for a special occasion, until your momentum moves you forward to a lifestyle of eating that's healthy, enjoyable, and most important, doable. There it is right there. Doable for the long run. You could tell that was kind of a passionate topic of mine. Yeah, guys, you're in it for the long haul. Just because you make goal does not mean you're going to stay there. Every single day is a struggle for me. It is. Every single day. But you know what? You have to pick what's more important. And then it says, get our recipe of the week. It is a lentil, cucumber, and smoked trout salad. And your personal points can range anywhere from 4 to 9. It is 7 for me, and it is 100% not something that I would ever eat, because I don't do lentils, and I don't really think I would do smoked trout. I love trout, rainbow trout, grilled trout. I'm not much on the smoked. I do smoked salmon, but that's about it. So, but that is the recipe. You can get that on the WW app. And that is it for my week. So my friends, do what is best for you. Eat the food that you're going to be able to eat for the rest of your life. And think hard and fast about it. Think about not only your weight loss, but think about your nutrition. Think about what you're putting into your body to fuel your body. Think about the good stuff. Think about treats occasionally. And we can do this. Together, we can do this. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I know I plan on it, and I am going to get up right now, and I am going to go down 8 ounces of water, because I am getting my water in this week. I am doing it, my friends. So I hope you can pick something and focus on that this week. And let's start small, guys. Let's start small. We can do this, and we can do it together. So have a fantastic week. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to hit that subscribe button and become part of my community here on YouTube. And if you know someone that could benefit by this video, please feel free to share it with them. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know the drill, my friends. And I will see you in my next video.